We're in Monaco, Principality of Monaco, and this is Monte Carlo Harbor, where we're going to see the Grand Prix Historique. Yes, we're in Monaco for the Monaco Grand Prix Historique 2008. Yes, beautiful Monte Carlo. The Juan Fangio statue right here at the entrance to the pits. It's the palace on the hill, overlooking it all. And now the fun begins, the unloading of the cars. However, this looks like a Scotsman unloading a French car. We'll see. Fun and games. A little help needed. I was wrong. It's an MG. Hey, and it runs too. Now, outside Monaco Harbor, looking out in the Mediterranean, that tunnel in there is actually where they park a number of the big trucks that bring the vehicles in, the race cars. It's 2 weeks before Formula One, but boy, there's quite a contingent of yachts in here right now. There's the casino. And then look at this very, very old classic yacht right in the foreground. Now looking more into the harbor. And then finally, the palace there. A great place. I think this sculpture is the Michelin Man in chains. All different sizes of yachts, but check this lineup here. As they get smaller, but they get stealthier. This thing here looks like Navy SEAL's boat or something. And of course there's some even more stealthier looking boats. Alright, the Formula One Ferrari Clientie 1 demonstration will go on the weekend, and they're bringing out some of these privately owned cars. We're just getting to see the cars roll in now. Allard. Yeah, I think it's a Riley. It does go forward too, I'm sure. That it does. Great! Yeah. Bugatti represented. Boy, back to the Finn era, look at this. It's called an Atlanta. Hey, and it started right up, I mean, right now. Yeah, it's rolling time. Another MG. Delahaye. And here comes the Cooper. Cooper. Allard. I don't know where he's going to drive it off the trailer, but it runs. I see how it works. Gordini. Only in Monaco. A Moki. The unloading takes place almost anywhere you can find space. Here's another Gordini. Things to come. Really new one. And just pouring out of this truck. Of course, then there are other types of transporters and other types of cars. No less fun though. These little budget operations are great. I think we're talking a Formula Junior here. It's a PLW. A very, very handsome car. From all sides. And now look what just rolled out. 246 Dino Ferrari. Of course, there are other things in red here at Monaco. Yeah, and they pose, and they pose, And what do they pose in front of? Some old boring Formula One car, you know, Cosworth has been. Having fun here at Monaco. Now, even when they're being pushed, they look great. There's that Lotus with 2 wings. Oh, Monaco. What a place. All right, I obsess. But again, Monaco. Well, again, this year, the Spazzanovi, or the shovel-nose Ferrari, is here. Boy, Ferraris are coming everywhere here. Here's a popular one, the Niki Lauda Special, boy. From a Dino to a 12. Unbelievable. The famous periscope. And that's what makes this event so good. And trailing us out of those very wide tires. And here's a rare sight too, 1928 Riley Brooklands. BRM. Fabulous car. And BRM V8. That is tiny engine. Fabulous shapes and engineering. Bugatti. Oh, the labor of it all. There's what the labor's for, 8-cylinder Alfa Romeo. Now this is that Tech Mech 250 Maserati. That's quite old, isn't it? 1952 Cooper MG. No, runs real nice. And what the daylight is this? Only in Monaco. 1934 Alfa Romeo. It won the Grand Prix here that very year. And that's what makes it so great here at Monaco. He just pumped up the fuel, so I'm just going to get ready to start it. Look at this car. 2 supercharged. Incredible. Come on, 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 come on. Remember that 34 Alpha? Well, here's the 32. Now look what they're dishing out. Maserati. Maybe a 34, 35. All right, I'm ready, I'm ready. Oh, so carefully. Ferraris everywhere. The British are coming, the British are coming. Yes. For you folks watching too many cars, here's a little relief. Whoa, 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 whoa. Catch that Ferrari, catch it quick. You notice I'm not helping. Well, the second one has been launched now. 1947, I guess. Fraser Nash passing in review. Still getting the polish. Okay, the big push. Nice car though. You launch them very carefully. Fraser Nash. There's also local color if you're passing through here. Just like the old Formula One days, all the people gathering around looking at the equipment. Fun and games. Type 35 Bugatti. Streets of Monte Carlo. Hey, you can't have fun in Monte Carlo. Another Bugatti. Look at the plastic over the tires. That keeps the rocks off. I've been waiting for a 250 Maserati. Now I know it's a Ferrari, but with those skinny tires. Another Niki Lauda. One last try. Not gonna work. Hey Allard, hey Hemi. Whoa. Ah, the red really glows in it. Boy, here's two beauties. Maserati and a Ferrari. As you look at the Dino Ferrari, you notice that the engine is canted towards the right rear. V6. Pretty nice history shown right here. Now remember the 250 Maserati earlier. Now this is a Tech Mech 250. The Tech Mech. And the two Gordinis we saw earlier. 1949 DB2 Aston Martin. Incredibly lightweight looking car. Another Lotus. An Elva Formula Junior. 1939 Maserati. Now with all the traffic and confusion and everything, here comes a very original Ferrari. Drove it in. And here's the underside of a Brabham early model. Very interesting. Flat bottom on it. Look at it. I'll find out about this one in a minute. I think it's some East European car. And another Lotus. They made a lot of them. Now here's this Historque, painted in original livery colors. Okay. Now here's a rare one, a Mantra V12. 1971 technology. Got to feed 12 cylinders. It's a 1949 Skoda 1100 Sport.
How we doing, Bob?
A high performance engine. Raced in Le Mans in 1950. Gordini. Now how's this trailer? Streamlined, right? It's got Alfa Romeo written on the side of it. See what's inside. Well, I don't know. It's an Alfa Romeo. Well, that's what came out of that white trailer. It's an ERA. Wow. And that Brabham, the more you look at it, the more you realize what a radical design it was. Very radical shape. I'm beginning to think that maybe I ought to take some time off here. Well, it's Friday morning, setup day, but some local color here. Monaco Motors, that sounds so friendly. Your friendly Ferrari and Maserati dealer. Well, a lot has happened since last night. A lot of cars have arrived. Either late yesterday afternoon or this morning. These Alphas alone are worth the price of admission. And when you talk old, 1932 Maserati, and that with a 1927 Delage. 1937 Maserati. Two 1948 Veritas. And two 1952 Fraser Nashes. 1952 Ferrari and the red one. The 1950 original condition. One must take a very close look at this Ferrari, because it's more like what they were back then. And I don't mean minus wheels. I'm saying the body is one big ripple. Very interesting to see. An almost original Ferrari. And three C-type Jaguars and a Gordini. And of course the six-wheel Tyrrell. and the Brabham Alpha V12 flat opposed. Reutemann Ferrari. And if you don't believe the quality of equipment here, well, I'm amazed. Well, the judges just passed on this Brabham, 1974. There's an overwhelming array of all age cars. Remember the MG yesterday? '59 JBW mid-engine Maserati. Fuel delivery. A lot of Cosworth powered ones, but the one in the foreground here is a flat 12. It's called a Techno. This 1971 March probably has the most unusual front wing of any car here. One last late arrival, Alaska. More local color. Another cruise ship arrived last night, and look at the many-masted boat beyond that, but yacht. But this isn't even Formula One weekend, and look at the size of some of the ships, yachts, boats, what do you want to call them? Madeira. The old and the new. Yes, it's another world. Almost beyond imagination. Another view. And what a view it is. Now back to cars. But only for a moment. Again, racing history. Fraser Nash with that Bristol engine. Well, that very original rippled Ferrari now has wheels on it. And the list goes on. O'Reilly Brooklands. 1932 four-cylinder Maserati. 37 Maserati. Four-cylinder again. I better count. Six-cylinder. Authentic in all respects. Tires before use. As far as the eye can see. Just unbelievable. I don't know what they're planning on doing here. Adjustments. They're adjusting the rearview mirrors. The look of the 70s Formula One. 1948 Kona. Not to forget that we have Formula Junior here as well. And here's an Oscar Formula Junior. Absolute purity of form. Spectacular shape. We got late 50s, early 60s Konax here, others. You be the judge. Artist at work here. Now here's a Konak with a very interesting exhaust arrangement. 1953 Maserati. Now that Alta with the big fins we saw yesterday has a Jaguar engine in it. Veritas. End engine. BMW, Ferrari. And then the Fraser Nash, which is titled High Speed. BMWs. Now wait till you see this one. Talk about cream puffs. Skoda. 1933 supercharged MG. 1933 Millimilia.
We're getting target around.
Alan de Cadney. Talking cars.
And this was a very technically interesting and complicated mechanical way of having
Now this 1934 HC Alfa Romeo is loaded with engineering pizzazz. Now you've seen all that glitz and glamour and everything. Look at these Bugattis. I mean, no nonsense. In the early days they had motorcycle races at Monaco too, and so they have this exhibit here. Very interesting motorized bike. Late arrival. And we have a few more, and there's a Fraser Nash right there, number 30. A lot of Fraser Nashes here. And another gorgeous Alfa Romeo. Again, number 30 is a Fraser Nash, and this is the Maserati in the foreground. A little bit of Ferrari fun here. One of them getting the battery charged. Doesn't sound like it's going to work. Well, if the battery doesn't work, we'll try it another way. Whoop. Oh, do we remember the size of those tires years ago? Judge is going over the Techno here. Proposed 12-cylinder engine. Hey, you see all these Ferraris lined up, and then right next to it is a red car here. Well, it is not a Ferrari. It's a Cooper Alfa Romeo. I'm going to check, see how the painting's coming along since earlier this morning. Yeah, it's getting there. More great cars. I realized that there are 2 Niki Lauda periscope cars here and 3 C-type Jaguars. Imagine all 5 of these Alphas in one race. There's another 8-cylinder across the way. Out for a spin. This is a Maserati 250F Interim. 1954. Quite a rarity. 67 Ferrari V12. 69 Ferrari V12. Back to the ripple body Ferrari, but now we have the engine bay open, and you know what? It looks authentic too. Scrutineering. Uh-oh, one of the lights doesn't work. What are they going to do? Again, this 1933 Millimilia MG is something special. Starting on another one. And the early 1960s cars are very well represented. Yes, well represented. Brabham BT13. Just absolutely perfect. Alan de Cadney again, just eloquently describing the cars here. Again, this Ferrari 312. There are 2 of them here. Very rare. Pretty exciting shape to this yacht that's just moved in here. Kids learn sailing here early. Another 250 just arriving. Won the 1956 race here. Alfa Romeo opposed 12-cylinder engine. We're going to the other side, or we've been there, we're on there, we're here. The other side of Monaco Harbor. This is the one on the back side. to see the Coy's auction cars. We're now at the Coy's auction.
It's a one to be Alfa Romeo.
We're right next to the helicopter port here at Monaco. A rather tired California convertible Ferrari and the Vendley. A lot of excitement. So here we are at the Coy's auction in Monaco, actually in Monte Carlo. Italian cars everywhere. There's a Fiat, here's an 8V. Albarth. This is a very enlightening experience about where to buy an Italian car. Maybe not at an auction, but boy, they sure got a lot of them here. I'm ready. Lamborghini, Ferrari, Lamborghini, and here is just a Ferrari body. Vignale. Daytona. Double bubble, Cheese Italia, and the Fiat. Fiat Abarth. Ferrari station wagon. They've got two of them in here. Cinquecento and a Lancia Aurelia. Lancia. And a Panhard. Lancia, Abarth, Ferrari. And a replica GTO. And here's the other Ferrari station wagon. Well, we're leaving the show now, and I said all Italian. Well, it just about is. Now, after leaving the auction, here is a sculpture here in the garden. It's called a Motofont. Now, the other side is just a little different. The other side to Monaco. The palace is up on the hill there, on the cliffs, just a little on the other side. But this is the other Fontville, it's called. Very, very nice. We're at the Bonham auction now, and some of these cars are museum cars for the Prince Rainier museum here in cars, but boy, some pretty fine machinery for sale down there on the floor. Some of the museum cars, micro cars, and others. Auction cars on the right, and Prince Rainier's collection on the left. Again, auction cars mixed with museum cars. And here's a sculpture in the museum. Sort of Formula One-ish. Part Renault parts, wheels, everything. Very interesting. Again, exhibit on the right. The Rainier collection is mammoth. Back to the main floor and the auction cars. Very, very impressive. We're back in the paddock again after all the auction action. And here's the motorcycle exhibit. It's increased in size as the day has gone on. Nice stuff. We're waiting to get this Bugatti. Gee, but he's dressed in a gorgeous car. And the exhibit continues to grow. And it is a very impressive row of motorcycles. going in to Monaco on Saturday. And here's one of the really nice beach towns on the way. Cruise ships seem to park off here. And the town is Villefranche. These are just some of the Ferraris going to be used in their demonstration. However, here's some of the really older ones. And this is the one that Jacky Ickx drives every year. And that's going to be quite a demonstration. And then there are a lot of the newer ones. No kidding, I'm not repeating the same lineup. How many of these newer ones that we're going to see all running at one time. I heard it was going to run here this year, and here's the Auto Union. Spectacular. All 16 cylinders. All right, next.
Per le vetture classe 2 vetture di cilindrata e poi per la classe 4 il Vincent stagionale molto una volta è una vettura che
Gordini. Casanova, the shovel nose Ferrari. Some of the cars you can go around the track in. Let's look at this Auto Union a little closer. Particularly 16 cylinders, supercharged. Believe they're letting these guys still go through here. For a while. Well, both Ferraris survived. Now here's the car that hit the wall earlier, you remember, and the wheel was about ready to come off. I don't think it'll be running this weekend. Yeah, it failed. Oh, it didn't fail, it broke. unbelievable. Monaco. Now here's one of those Ferraris you can go around the track in if you're important enough. Well, it hasn't run yet, but it sure looks good. Okay. The Skoda. Oscar. Fraser Nash, BMW, Ferrari, what a scene. They're getting real serious. All the tire warmers are on. Getting ready. Well, some of them didn't make it in the warm-up. Well, the Auto Union is now exposed. Jacky Ickx is going to drive the Auto Union. That'll be interesting. Like the old days. It's like time. Jacky!
What without the helmet?
I'll hand him the steering wheel. A bit of a ceremony here. Ready to start.
Una vettura la storia ci insegna che in quegli anni eine ganz ernstzunehmende gewannen damals den großen Preis von deutschen Texten.
Well, here he comes. Now it's Ferrari time. It's for real. Driving the Jacky Ickx Ferrari today. Formula Juniors now. Very colorful. And lots of them. Formula Juniors at Monaco. It's Sunday morning. Time for another tough day at the track. I think the tires get warmed up before the coffee. And all the body parts are ready. And I guess the rest of the city is ready. Monte Carlo in the morning. Sounds pretty good. Now the motorcycle display has really grown since the other day. When you have an accident here, things really come apart. Alfa Romeo flat 12. I love this Ferrari with its original wrinkle finish. Well, she's back at it. Got another subject. Now the motorcycles are totally free of riders. That magnificent Bugatti. Magnificent, I mean, perfect. This is perfection. Okay, here's the lineup for the Formula Juniors. Standing start. About 2 minutes to start. It'll be a standing start, obviously. Very exciting. What happened? Must have been a big fiasco. see what's the warm-up lap. The first. Yes, they have the celebration here as well with the champagne. His name is Stanguellini. He is related. Driving a Stanguellini, of course. Now they have to drive him away. He finished third. Time for the second race. This is the beginning of the warm-up lap. Right away. Something very serious. Uh-oh. Let's show. Flags. Two lead cars. great job. We're going to go into hairpin now. And we're holding on. We're really holding on. Woo! Okay, we're down to the ocean now, Nola. All right, we're coming around the turn here, right into the tunnel now. Unbelievable. That was a Maserati 250. Come to the chicane now. All the boats are tied back. Whoa! Incredible, Mark. Okay, here we go into the big sweeping. Here's the sharp right and the sharp left. Okay, here we come to the red crest. Little downshift. Little Michael Schumacher here. Incredible. That's fabulous. Here we are to start finish. And that was done in, I don't know, record time. What a great trip. Here's the car. My hand's still shaking that I went around in. Now, this is also one of those cars you can go around the track in. I'm kind of glad I went in the one I did. Still shaking, but this gives a good definition of patina with a capital P. Now this also is one of those cars you can go around in. Maybe 2 years from now I'll get a ride in this one. Things are getting exciting. Got to be able to hold a still camera off that trip around the track. This Ferrari Clientie 1 thing is serious. Ah, Monaco. It's so good. Well, the Auto Union is out again today. All 16 cylinders of it. The publicity shots for Chopard here. Can you ever get too many Ferraris? I don't think so. Monaco. Time for the next race. Big ceremony. Well, I just talked to somebody who said it's not unusual, but they've impounded all the cars for the race. This is just part of them. The guy wins the race and all of a sudden the champagne to looking at the car. Amazing. You'd think the guy had 4 extra cylinders in there or something, you know. My goodness, stuff going on. Serious.
So here's the winner, and here's what he gets. He gets this, then he has controversy, then he shows that he won the race with a broken gear shift. Look at this. Unbelievable.
All right, next big race. The next race. next race. Well, that's the fastest car. 2 years ago, I think it won as well. Fraser Nash, these are Jaguars. Fraser Nash, Allard, BMW, and others. Okay, we're getting ready for the start. Well, that's it for the year 2008. Monaco Historique.